Now I'm halfway to Kilcunda. On one hand, you've got the plan. On the other, you have what I actually did. The niggles and some of the problems that I've had over the last couple of years have come back to haunt me a bit. Right, the quick and the dirty of it. It was 4 weeks out of 8 weeks. First week in, all went really well, trying to keep a lid on my motivation, trying not to push it too far. I was still pretty close to that limit, I think, overall, but as a concept in the overall load, I think I got that right. And that first week went well. I hit everything I was meant to in the sessions, and I felt like I had more in the tank. The second week, it had Christmas, and Christmas is a crazy time of year. Plenty of obligations, lots to do. It knocks down the volume a bit, but you know what? I'm still pretty happy with the training sessions that I've got in there, and Christmas, as the most part, didn't impact it too much. But you know what? Prefer the time with the family. After that second week, I realised that the tempo runs that I had been doing, well, the problem with those is that they aggravated my Achilles tendon, which is a problem that I've been having over the last couple of years. And I made the decision to cut out the tempo runs and replace it with another interval session, as I seem to be pulling up much better from the intervals. The unfortunate problem was that I think I had aggravated the tendon too much already, and I think I'd already hit that threshold where that wasn't going to let it get better, and it was just gradually getting worse every 2 or 3 days. So the end result is the fourth week, well, I got in one interval session, and then the rest of the week I kept it easy. Maximum 50 minutes per run, keeping it at a very comfortable pace, and with the hope that that would settle down. Keep up some foam rolling massage on the calves, keeping the strength work at the level it should be. I'm hoping it's done the trick. It's feeling a fair bit better today, but as a result of the aggravated tendon, I've skipped the last 2 long runs. So out of the 4 weeks, I was meant to get in 4 long runs. Unfortunately, I've only got the first 2 in. Probably not ideal for a half marathon. So that brings me up to, how did the training actually go? I think I'm fitter than I was at the start of the 4 weeks. As long as I can get the Achilles tendon under control, I'm in a better position and should be ready to race. Am I going to do a time trial to test it? I'm not going to. Instead, I need to look at what I'm going to do for the next 4 weeks. I've got some thoughts on it, but basically I need volume. I need practice at the intensities close to race. I'll actually make that the intervals and make them a little bit faster than a race pace. I had hoped to do a race simulation in week number 5, but a race simulation is very similar to a tempo run, and I think the main result I'm going to get out of that is I'm going to make that tendon angry again, and that's going to limit the training that I can do in the last 4 weeks. The other thing is, it really only gives me 2 good weeks of training that I can get in, so weeks number 5 and 6, because what you do within 2 weeks of the race, well, the fitness gains for that usually will happen after the race. I'll still train pretty solidly into 2 weeks out, so week number 7 in the training program. I'll still back it off in that last week for a moderate taper. Hope that I've got it right. Hope that my body's back on track. I'm going to try and be a bit more conservative than originally planned. So it's going to be a couple of interval sessions in each rotation. The rest will be easy runs. I'm going to aim to keep the pace very comfortable and relaxed. I won't worry too much about being in a certain heart rate zone for those easy runs, I want to have the feel for the runs of these. I'm going to try and push up the volume a bit in these easy runs. I think that will set me up in a better position than, the runs that were going to be 5 kilometres, I'll probably make them about 7, maybe 8 kilometres. The hour-long easy runs, as if time permits, I'll push them out to 90 minutes. And the long run, I was hoping to get it up to 3 hours, but I won't. Instead, at the most, I'll limit it to 2.5, probably be about 2.25 hours for the long runs. Hopefully I can get 3 in before the race. And that's where I am. I had some grander plans. My body didn't quite handle it. I've made adjustments, and I think it will get me to race day in pretty good shape. It's not an A race, but then again, I don't know what my A race could be this year. It is my first race back after illness, surgery, injury, and restrictions. And I'm just looking forward to getting out there and racing again. So if you've got any questions, let me know down in the comments. And if you've got a training plan that you're working on, let me know some of the details. I'd love to follow along. Keep on running.